It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got CJ Stroud. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Wizards and the Tigers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and football has returned to America's finest city, San Diego, California. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tigers of Columbus taking on the Wizards of San Diego. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
Why are we doing this?
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
2nd down and 6 now. And Stroud now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Second and 6 at the 11-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Now Stroud. They set up the screen for Henry. Touchdown! Derrick Henry. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Wizards are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Burrow will throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. On now is Ty Zentner to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. Try to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. When you look at this defense, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Pass interference. Defense.
So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. it's Henry. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Set for the second quarter, San Diego in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Running from the gun with Henry. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the blitz was coming from and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Can't really fault the coverage. The ball was tipped and popped up in the air, but they were unable to complete the tip drill for the interception.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Ty Zentner now. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Stroud. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stroud to throw it. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Stroud looking to throw. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun.
Now 2nd and 3. Stroud. Looking right sideline. That's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Wizards will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now Burrow on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he fields it cleanly. So we reach halftime. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside. So the situation, it's 3rd down in the 3rd quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense to get back in this contest. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
A field goal does him no good here as we drop you into this situation. Offense staying out there, and they are going on 4th down. Well, on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and in. 4th quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the... A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Here's Stroud.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they're setting up here for the onside kick. They need this football. Now, can the receiving team thwart that from happening? And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. Now they're down big. Ball in the red zone here. Defense in a pretty tough situation. 2nd and 2. Henry up the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the home team here, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Columbus, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.